Once? Just once.
Just once, I think.
Oh, there we are. There we are. Look, we are live.
We are live.
We are live. Come say hi. Or don't. I mean, but you should. I'm David.
I'm Jeff.
My wife says I should get a haircut. I don't know. You guys should let me know in the comments if I should or not. She thinks I should probably shave too. But, well, you know, it is what it is.
Nah.
Welcome to our live stream on this wonderful Friday. Is it night or is it still evening?
Yes.
I think it's night. We're going to go with night. What are we talking about today? There's something geopolitical going on that we've been talking about, I think, the last couple of weeks. What? I can't think of what it... Easter? Was it Easter?
That must have been Easter.
Must have been. Mother's Day's coming up. Is that geopolitical?
That is pretty geopolitical.
It is. Everyone has a mother.
Well, sometimes they claim their kids.
Well, that's true. That's true. So, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about Iran or more, depends on how we feel, because this show is about whatever we feel like talking about, not what you want us to talk about. Now, you should go in the comments and tell us what you want us to talk about so that we can ignore you.
Yeah, there we go. That'd work.
Also, you should like and subscribe and share our show. That way, you know, we can become billionaires and get, you know, a YouTube jet or whatever, you know, like some YouTubers do.
I don't want a YouTube jet.
Most of them just go rent a jet and then act like they have one.
Oh, I don't even want to do that.
All right. So we're talking about Iran. What else are we talking about?
Interesting way to have your credit scores go up.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't honestly like credit score system, but it's the system we have. And I apologize for me opening a soda because I forgot to do it before we started the stream.
There it goes. So we have somebody got arrested today. I think it was today.
We did.
Over something that Congress does all the time.
They allegedly do. What are you talking about?
And they arrested him, and it only took them one day after they found it to arrest him. And we have Epstein's clients.
Well, that's a whole different story.
No one's been arrested. We have...
Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to the Epstein clients because that is essentially a cold case.
Oh, yeah.
And so most of the information has been probably deleted.
Destroyed, yeah.
Destroyed. And so it would be a better comparison to maybe the...
Charlie Kirk murder?
There you go. That would be a more clear comparison. But we did arrest someone for that,
yes.
So that's good.
We now have interesting things that AI is doing for us.
We got Rotisserie Chicken.
We got
talk about that.
Chicken. Yep.
Did you know about that, Rotisserie Chicken?
I know what Rotisserie Chicken is, yes.
You do?
And I've even been exposed to it and even eaten it once.
Well, we didn't turn our lights on so they can see our beautiful faces better.
Well, nobody needs
Maybe
to see
they will,
that.
maybe they won't. There we go. We probably need to get some softer lights up top, but you guys need to make us more popular so we care more about the quality of our stream.
And we're speaking of that, low IQ.
Low IQ. And then we're going to have, probably not reoccurring, but maybe, who knows?
The Science Corner.
The Science Corner.
Yes.
First story. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Bomb, bomb, Iran.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Bomb, bomb, Iran.
Bomb, 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 Iran.
With
like
big,
that.
big bombs.
You know you love us for our amazing voices. We are a wonderful singing duo.
Yes.
And we should release an album.
Straight to the round file?
What?
An album?
Oh, yeah.
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 Do we even albums get released anymore?
Yes, they do. Vinyl records are a huge thing, and CDs are coming back.
Okay, there we go.
And I think you're going to see a resurgence in video rental stores.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Just think about why that might be.
Yeah.
Could happen to be with the massive frustration with the myriad of streaming services.
That are just...
And plus, if you go to a rental store, you get something that starts with a C and ends with a Y.
Yes.
Candy. Well, that's part of it, but there's also people there. And that creates...
Conflict?
That doesn't end in Y.
Oh,
Conflicting. Community.
Oh, is that what you're
like,
looking for?
It's
the
like
word?
when we all went online, we lost human touch.
We did.
And people are kind of yearning for it. And so there's actually a resurgence in now is the video rental store like packed full like a Blockbuster? No, it's like a gaming shop plus video rental and a bunch of other things. So there's a lot going on there. But I
probably
think,
have to have vinyl there, or CDs.
oh yeah, you're
there,
gonna have some other things there.
a bunch of other stuff.
And then game rentals too are coming back.
Game rentals.
So back to Iran, that we didn't at all
Get to in the first place.
Ran off on a tangent. There's a blockade.
Yes, there is. There's two actually.
Who's
you know
blocking it?
See, there's two.
There's two blockades.
There's
Tell me
two
about
blockades.
There's two blockades.
Iran has a blockade,
Yeah.
and it's right across the little point.
Let me see. Let's
And
I'll
then
pull up a map for you.
The U.S. has a blockade that's south quite a bit further, and it's not across a little teeny point. And
that's not really wanted. I'll get there.
It is effective. How about that? They did, Iran this week stopped 3 ships and took 2 ships over, and I don't know what they did with them.
Supposedly. I don't know if I believe anything that comes out of Iran.
But they were on little teeny boats.
Here is a picture of what we're talking about. This is the Strait of Hormuz. I know that is exactly how you pronounce it.
Exactly.
So don't try to correct me.
And so the Iran blockade goes right there across from the little point, just straight kind of north.
They don't have any boats, though. So how
Well,
are they
they do.
blockading it?
They have these little teeny ones. They actually,
And what did Trump say about it? He recently said, we are going to be blowing them up.
Yeah, but they have these little teeny
They're
boats.
going to go boom, boom.
And then actually down at the bottom of the picture there, where
This
it was about where the U.S. is blockading.
Oh, yeah, we're here.
We're down low.
A little bit further? Yeah, down here.
And that's where we're blockading. And we've blocked a bunch of ships.
Oh, yeah, there's been several that would come up and like, we're going to come, and then they turn around.
Because we actually blew the engine room out of one of them.
Oh, I should try to find that picture.
Because we told them to stop,
US.
and they ignored us. And so they just, from, I don't know, a mile away or something, they blew a hole in their engine.
Oh, it was wonderful. I really appreciated it. We'll go with the military times. Maybe they have a video. They do not.
They don't.
What is wrong with them?
You'd have to get it. That war zone one. That one right. The second one down there. Down,
You like
down,
my
down,
noises?
down, down. Or, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
That's the.
Well, we'll at least show you. There's the picture of it, yeah.
And it shot it from a long way away.
Yeah,
Those can go 13 nautical miles.
Yeah, you should watch some of the videos. They're kind of cool.
Yeah.
And what's awesome is our precision with it.
Yes, that's
We
what
didn't
blows me
sink
away.
the ship. We just disabled it.
We just shot
Now,
it through the engine room.
This is probably the only ship that will be disabled because if you know anything about shipping, which most people don't, and I only know enough to say that I know enough.
Well, I'm glad you made that circular statement.
Exactly. I am an expert because I did a little bit of research.
There we go.
Most ships, though, most shipping is not done by any specific country.
Yes.
They're done by companies who have insurance.
Correct.
And so when you go to a blockade and someone shoots out your engine room and makes your ship worthless, other people look at it and they're like,
Perhaps I ought not to do that.
yeah, I'm not going to. That's a lot of money that just got flushed. What was on that ship, by the way? Per Trump, it was classified.
Yeah, I don't. Precursors of chemicals or something?
Yeah, for shooting rockets.
Yeah, for fuel.
What did Iran say was on that ship? Medical
Babies-
supplies. It was medical supplies.
And baby cows.
Like, why would you believe anything they say, though? Because they lie all the time.
Well,
No. It's probably precursors. So, has this blockade accomplished anything?
Well, they're losing $500 million a day.
Yeah.
They're 1 week away. I think it was the last I heard this today was they're 1 week away from not being able to store any more oil in their tanks because they'll be full. And if they're full, no, we let them get full.
Oh, okay.
If they're full, they have to cap the wells. If they start capping wells, it takes them years to get them back online. So they have about another week before their tanks are completely, absolutely full, and they won't have anywhere to store it.
Yes.
And then they have to either pump it out on the ground, which I wouldn't put it past them to do it.
No, they probably would.
Or cap the wells and stop pumping.
Yep. I think there's several things going on politically with Iran. One, there's not just one government at the moment. It looks like the IRGC has gotten most of the control back right now. And this is different than the Ireland IRGC. This is the Iran IRGC. Just to make a separation. That Ireland hasn't conquered Iran. Those they're not
vice versa.
Yeah, or vice versa. Yeah. But there's a lot of infighting right now, and I think also there's a misunderstanding of Trump. Because every other world leader would give up, and Trump's doesn't.
If you're an ideologue, you don't give up. And so there's the
don't,
issue with the
but
military.
They've been able to manipulate every other world leader.
Yeah. But
every other president of the United States.
Yeah, they have. We'll see what happens. They released some medical information on the gay Ayatollah.
Who's dead.
Well, they said he wasn't dead. They said he's had one leg removed. The other leg had to have major surgeries plural on it. His one hand had to have major surgeries plural. So he's not doing too well.
No, he's not. My expectation is either some sort of ceasefire will be agreed to, a permanent one, relatively quickly, or we're going to kill a bunch more people, and then we'll get a ceasefire agreed to relatively quickly.
So Trump extended the ceasefire today.
Because he was asked to by Pakistan, which is, I appreciate his approach. Trump's negotiating tactic is, and I appreciate this tactic, he gives you the best offer up front. He does. He gives you the best offer you will ever get from him first.
Yeah, and if you don't take it...
Well, and it's not even if you don't take it. If you don't negotiate and try to get to a good
faith.
In good faith, the next one's not as good.
Yeah.
And then the next one's not as good. And then the next one's not as good. So they're... Right now, Iran is at the point where they're essentially at either full surrender or you all die.
Well, and there was one other thing that Trump did this week that is noteworthy. Iran was going to execute, I think, 10...
I think it was 8.
Young women.
Yeah, 8 women.
And one of them was 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Because they had gone out and protested in the streets against the mullahs.
Yep.
And they were going to execute all of them this week. And Trump said, hey, don't do that.
And they didn't.
And
they still put 4 of them in jail for a month.
Yeah, but they released the other ones.
Yes, they did.
That's a big deal.
So I think more of that's going to happen with Trump is I think you're going to start to slowly see signs that the government of Iran is moving towards surrender. And it's going to take a little while because you have to either kill the people who have too much pride to give up or break their pride.
One thing Trump is good at, if you ever watch his negotiating technique as well, he always gives them a way to save face.
He does.
So even though he gets his way, he'll give them a way to save. Hey, we came out of this good too, and
exactly,
save face.
Which is a skill. It is a real skill to be able to have and it is humility in a weird way, the humility because you're not too prideful to be like, I don't have to look like I always won, even though I know I won.
Right, and you don't have to trumpet it that you won, but you did.
You did. Yeah. He knows it, and that's enough for him.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, stock market's recovered. Prices of gasoline are starting to go down.
You're going to have to give it a little bit more time because right now, essentially, Trump's reorienting the oil trade in the world to U.S.-centric.
Yep.
And the more it gets to U.S.-centric, the faster prices will drop in the U.S.
Yeah, but it takes a while.
It does take a while.
There's lots of ships that have to come over here and get.
Oh yeah, there's tons of ships on the way, and we're
Yep.
pumping tons of oil. So, us in Venezuela, and then it's going to be all good for the U.S. So give it a little bit of time, and we'll see. We're already seeing progress on the economy. So, yeah, that's our quick snippet of Iran. One less comment I'll give you is the blockade a failure?
No,
Okay.
it's actually
So you're saying that
it's doing
even though the
exactly
Strait of Hormuz was open before the war, which it wasn't fully open, and now that it's blockaded by the U.S., that's not a bad thing?
it's serving the purpose what Trump wants without anybody dying.
Yes.
And the second part of that is I'm extremely happy about that. If Trump can do this without anybody else dying, I think it's wonderful.
It is. I agree. All right, our next story. Oh, credit scores.
Yeah.
So let's first talk about credit scores. What are your thoughts on credit scores?
I think it's stupid the way we do it.
Do you think Dave Ramsey is right in that we shouldn't rely on them at all and care?
I do, especially now.
I disagree.
Well, the reason I say this, especially now, is they've all been hacked.
Well, yeah, but my point is
They've all.
if you want to live in the United States of America, you have to have a credit score and you have to care unless you're rich.
Well, see, and there we are. You know, I'm rich. I've got $20 in my pocket. Therefore, I don't care. So, boom, boom.
Yeah. But yeah, so credit scores matter. As with most things, you don't want to put too much stock in it, but you need to understand how they work, kind of what yours is, and how to manage it. And then the last thing I will give you advice on, this is advice. It is now free to freeze your credit. You should do that immediately.
Yes, across all three.
And what that does is it makes it so no one can open a credit account without your authorization because you have to go unfreeze your credit.
Yes.
So it protects you from identity theft at least a little bit.
Yeah, and everybody should do that. Absolutely.
You should also go apply for an IP PIN with the IRS. That's an identity protection PIN with the IRS.
So nobody can file your taxes for you.
Yep, without your knowledge.
Yep. And then the other thing you need to do is if you have children, young children, you probably ought to freeze their credit too.
So you can't freeze their credit until they're 18 because they
I thought there was
about
a weird
5 years
or
or 6 years ago, Congress passed a law that essentially made it so children don't have credit until they're 18.
Okay.
And so that effectively fixed that. So
Oh,
now
good.
you can't open a credit account with
When
someone's
somebody's under
SSN
18.
who's under 18.
Good. That
And
fixed
so
that.
you don't have to worry about kids' credits anymore.
So
which is
this
nice.
article, what they did today, is actually a
zoom in
big
some.
deal for a lot of people because if you rent up to this point, the rent and utilities has never been able to count toward your credit score.
Which is the silliest thing in the world because if you buy a house, guess what? If you could make the rental payments,
Yeah.
you should be able to make the mortgage payments.
Well, and in certain areas like here, rent
It's
is
higher.
more than a mortgage would be.
yeah, well, if you're paying rent and utilities,
Yeah.
man, buying a house would be a deal.
So up to this point, you haven't been able to use those things to qualify for a mortgage. And so today they said, nope, you can start using those things
Oh, good.
to qualify for a mortgage, which is a big deal.
It is a big deal. I really hope housing prices go down. I know a lot of people, not just older people, anyone who recently bought a house within the last 3 to 4 years would be upset. But guess what? They need to come down.
Yeah, we're at the peak of all peaks, I think, for house
So I
prices
think it's
across
gonna
the nation.
I don't know if crash is the right term, but they're definitely going to come down.
The adjustment.
It's like I have a neighbor. They were trying to sell their house, couldn't sell it for like a year and a half, and so now they're renting it out.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen as well, but also that will cause housing prices to come down
Yeah, absolutely.
and rental prices.
Yep.
So good. It is a good move. Again, what are these called?
Credit scores?
Credit scores. I was like security something. Oh man, my brain hurts. Are important, but they're not absolutely important. Give them the due they deserve, but not too much.
Correct. And learn how to use them for your benefit so they don't use you. That's the whole thing.
Know the things that drive
Right.
the things,
And then,
and it allows you to negotiate. I
Yeah.
don't like Intuit as a company. It's just my personal opinion. think they're terrible. They brought Credit Karma, which I was using for tracking my credit scores. It's a still good app for doing it. Do something like that. It'll show you your credit scores. When a bank runs your credit, it will be different than the credit scores shown in the app because they do their own unique calculations.
Right. Because they want to do it so it doesn't affect your credit score.
No, pulls do hurt your credit score, but not too much.
But they're trying not to do the polls in a certain way so it doesn't have any.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's okay. Yep. So
all right.
Here's
So
another
I think,
thing.
Really?
It just signed us out of
I really dislike Google.
Google.
Give me a sec. I got to sign back in because I was going to change something.
Uh-oh. That'll learn you.
Typed it wrong.
Done did learnt, didn't you? So I had an interesting experience this last weekend. I got to go to the County Caucus System convention.
Is that type of bird?
Yes, it is. It was quite a bird. And it was an eye-opening experience for me. So
We're going to move this to here.
it was interesting. The people I wanted, at least two of them, were able to get in. So I'm excited about that.
All right. So I wanted to move things around a little bit.
Of course you did. Because you
why
can't
not?
leave things well enough alone.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Hot rotisserie chicken.
Yes. You can no longer buy them on food
No, so you
stamps.
couldn't buy them on food stamps.
Oh, I thought you could.
Not hot rotisserie chicken, you couldn't.
Oh.
And so this bill is to make it so that you can buy stuff like this on food stamps. Get rid of the candy, soda, sugar, treats, all that stuff off of food stamps. Adding a rotisserie chicken, I think is a good idea.
There you go.
It's a cheap,
Well, especially at
nourishing,
Costco.
high protein
It's
food.
cheaper than you can buy the chicken by itself.
I know it's super good. So I think this is an interesting move. I don't think this should be a federal thing, but I think more states should actually look at things and put them in place. What I would love is for the schools to do something about school lunches and the military to fix military lunches as well to make them all healthier. Because you saw that
Make 'em
even
edible.
even with only some of the states getting rid of soda and candy off the SNAP and chips and stuff. The price of soda, chips, and all that has actually gone down because those companies now have to be competitive in the marketplace.
Yep. Because I think it was 50% of the chips or something were bought on
It was
SNAP.
insane.
And 25% of the soda or something like that. It was some insane.
So the federal government was subsidizing PepsiCo,
Yep.
Coca-Cola. I don't remember who makes the chips, but all the different chip
Frito-Lay
manufacturers.
and all
Frito-Lay and stuff, yeah. So they're not anymore. That's good, but I do like the idea of having things like the hot rotisserie chicken, which is super cheap. That's an easy win. It's not a fast food dinner, but it pretty much is. You just go grab a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
So I think that was an interesting thing I saw.
Yep, it is.
Is it, though? Are you sure?
I am sure. We want to talk about this, where this is a bit unfair.
Is it, though?
I believe it is.
Well, why don't you start us off, and I'm going to pull up call sheet.
Oh.
Maybe we can make some bets tonight.
Oh, no.
Do we have any insider information? Maybe we can make some money.
Yeah, my insider information is I'm going to go to sleep tonight. Is that
All right, so
insider? So one of the guys, one of the
Special
SEAL
ops.
teams, special op teams, that's what it was, who was going into Venezuela, made a bet that his trip into Venezuela was going to be successful on the poly markets. He bet $32,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
he made 400 or 300K.
then he went on. Then he went into Venezuela, helped capture Maduro, brought him back.
Did you hear what Trump said about it?
Uh-uh.
He's like, I'm glad he did. That was good. Like, as a confidence thing. Like, I'm
Yeah.
glad he thought we
Well,
would
that's it.
win.
Yeah, exactly. He was betting on himself,
Not that it was good that he bet, but it was good that
Yeah, he was betting on
that
himself.
was the way he bet.
and so he made a lot of money. He also knew it was kind of bad because what he did with the money. He took it immediately, transferred into crypto, then transferred into offshore, then offshored it back into somewhere else in the U.S. And that's probably actually how he got caught, is the going to crypto, going to offshore, going from offshore to, and that's probably how he got caught.
It's probably a secondary crime.
And so
what's the saying? If you're going to commit a crime,
be in Congress?
well, no, don't commit another crime.
Oh, I just thought
So
it
if you're,
meant be
if
in
you're
Congress.
in the
'cause then
commission
you won't
of a
get held.
felony, it's not smart to commit another felony.
Unless
and
you're
then
in Congress.
Another felony.
Unless you're in Congress.
It's not a felony for them in Congress.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I mean.
It's legal for them.
Yeah, it's
not
legal.
It's not
So-
against the law.
So just, yeah.
I think it'll just see. I don't think we need a law that says that Congress can't insider trade. I think we need a law that says anything Congress can do, everyone else can.
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
that sounds good to me.
But yeah, so he's arrested. We'll see what happens. A lot of people are like, you should give him a pardon, blah blah blah, because of what Congress can do. I see that. I honestly don't think what he did is wrong. I think you should be allowed to make bets on insider information. That's my opinion.
Especially this. He made a bet literally on him and his team that they would win in this thing. And so, hey,
See, we could go in here and make some bets. What do you think? What do you think? Huh?
who is Trump's next attorney general? Wow.
Yeah, you can bet on that. How long will government shutdown last?
I don't get that.
How many times will Trump visit Mar-a-Lago this month?
Will Trump's birthright citizenship order come into effect? 93% say no.
Yeah. Well, it's up to the
Wow.
Supreme Court. We'll see what happens.
I
there.
know, but I'm looking at it 50-50.
SAVE Act.
No. Now, Trump did sign an EO today or yesterday or something, this week some point. It's all rushing together,
Yeah.
where they're required to use it's election day and,
Yeah.
what he's trying to get
I think
done
we
with
talked
it.
about it a little bit last time, but yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
so-
good EO, and it's all essentially what he did is reiterated a law already on the books.
Yeah.
And so it was completely legal. We'll see what happens. Onward to
Did we
AI news.
remember to talk about the people who used to fund the KKK are now
we didn't.
again
I'll pull it up.
funding
for a
the
quick.
KKK?
SLs.
Okay, anyhow, we'll go back to AI news for a moment while he's looking that up. What's the latest things in AI? Well, I found out the Claude agent evidently spies on everything that you do on your computer.
I don't have that link, but yes. that's true.
Everything that you do. It
100%
records your
true.
keystrokes. It does everything. So anyhow, it's
The other thing with Claude is, you know how they said this new version we're releasing is too much. We can't release it to the public right away because it would
Oh.
destroy things.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do it, a little bit on to government contracts and stuff like that. Come to find out, they didn't have enough compute for anyone to use it, and that's the problem. Had nothing to do with how good it was. I cannot type today, but that's okay.
That's okay. So what we want to talk about here is
we'll go with a post-millennial. I like them.
the Southern Poverty Law Center, who
So
has been
we'll circle back to this other AI story, but
yeah.
here's Caroline Levitt, who is having another baby, and the best meme I saw about that was Rubio sitting on the couch with the press
release.
secretary folder,
Oh,
because he gets to be president of Venezuela, Cuba.
Oh, there you go.
Iran, and he just gets
he
all
just
the
gets
jobs.
all of
where
it,
people
yep.
leave.
Yep.
So
so
go ahead.
so
Tell us
Southern-
about the Southern Poverty Law Firm and how it is.
Okay, so for those
organization.
who don't know, my first comment: who started the original KKK after the Civil War?
Starts with a D and ends with a C.
It ends with a crat.
Crat, yeah.
Yeah, the Democrats. It was a Democrat organization.
Who's
Okay.
been funding the KKK
Who
since
gave them-
2013 till now, or
Yeah.
something like that?
It gave them like almost $1 million to the Grand Wizard of the KKK.
I'm sure they've given more money than that to the KKK,
Yeah.
but yes.
It was the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's a race hustle. So if racism's down, they don't make money. They funded, evidently, the Charlottesville Patriot Front to go there to Charlottesville and protest.
Yep.
Evidently. And they've been indicted by a grand jury. So it's not like they're just talking about this.
Well, it's not like Trump was like,
Yeah.
best go get those guys because I'm the supreme emperor
Yeah.
of the world. Therefore, you will listen to what I have to say.
So this.
Because that's how I imagine Trump would talk.
Oh.
If he was the supreme emperor of the world, he would be a Southern man all of a sudden.
Oh, all of a sudden. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyhow, so it's interesting that they've been indicted for 11 or 12 counts of money laundering and all sorts of different things.
Racketeering, all kinds of stuff.
And stuff. Because what they were doing is they were ginning up the race wars so that they could ask for more donations.
Yes, they were. And when they were doing illegal stuff too.
Yeah.
So as a 501c3, you're not allowed to do certain things, and they were doing the things that you're not allowed to do as a 501c3. One of those things is you're not allowed to use the funds. You're not allowed to go out there and say, hey, you donor, if you give me money, I do X with it. And then you don't do X with it, you do Y. You're not allowed to deceive donors. Well, they literally did that. Yeah. And so they're in quite the quagmire, and it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Well, I think this is the first of many indictments related to this topic, because if their fingers were in as many pots as we think, those strings will be pulled, and you'll have indictments on a lot of other organizations.
And Act Blue was brought before Congress as well, and they pled the Fifth Amendment every single question 140 some odd times.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Because, yeah.
So what's this mean for the midterms?
I don't know. There's too many stupid people in the U.S.
Do you know what I think?
And there's too many illegals voting.
I think Trump is going after the funding of these insane podcasters.
Yeah, it could be. Because...
Now, if you don't know how YouTube ads work...
So we can't go after our funding because we don't get any.
Well, I mean, there's someone who's allowing us to use this office space, and he's a nice guy.
That's true.
So, well, some would say he's a nice guy. Some would disagree.
Yeah,
so,
I've heard he's a jerk.
There's some of each. Some of each. No, so how YouTube ads work and how videos get promoted in the algorithm has to do with money, of course, right? Everything has to do with money. So what happens is, for like financial ads, those are the highest cost ads. That's where you make the most money, is on finance ads. Okay. So you can get finance ads played on your YouTube video. You make the most money per view out of any other ads. And how it works is, you have a financial service business, and I have a financial service business, and I'm like, I'll pay $10 per click. And you're like, no, I'll pay 12. And then I'm like, I'll pay 15. And then you're like, I'll pay 18. And then I'll pay 20. And then
it keeps going up.
So how you get funding how you get topics to trend more on YouTube is you pay for advertising on those type of topics. So if you have lots of money and you want to be anti-Israel, you go buy a bunch of ads
and then
on anti-Israel content.
And it gyms up.
And then it causes YouTube to be like, well, you have a budget of $100,000 for anti-Israel content. We need to make sure there's enough videos played with those ads for us to take all your money that you budgeted. And so that's kind of how it works. So Candace, Tucker, and all these other people who've gone batshit crazy aren't probably getting direct sponsorships from these insane organizations, but they're making money because they're creating the content that these organizations are paying ads on. If that makes sense. It's super. Yeah, I can't even talk, but it's very circly. So I think the SPLC was one of the organizations doing this ad buy stuff, where they take in donor funds and fund the type of content they wanted to see on YouTube, thereby bringing it up more. And so if you delete them and you start going after the organizations they supported, you'll see those ads go down, and then Tucker and Candace aren't going to make as much money, and they'll be less visible.
They need to have it, both of them. There's quite a few people that should be less visible.
But I think that's going to be a step in the right direction.
Good.
So, if you didn't know, it's only April, and the election is in November. Do you know how much time that is in election world?
A lot of time.
So much time. So if in the next 4 months they were able to indict a bunch more people that are doing this kind of stuff,
Well, if they
you'll
can
see-
dismantle Act Blue.
well, yeah, you'll see these content creators who were making tons of money off of it because they have no moral compass. They'll change to make money off of the things that are starting to get ads. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, it's a cool story. It's a very good win. If you're tired of winning, don't
in
be,
the wrong business.
because Trump's a winner, and you should be a winner too. Where was I?
We did that one.
This one. Oh, we didn't do this one yet. We'll circle back. We'll get to AI eventually. So Alex Jones is also gone insane with the other people, but he was already insane. So I don't know if he went more insane or less insane.
Yeah.
But a while back, The Onion tried to buy Infowars out of bankruptcy because he had
Okay.
to sell it. And now they have finally acquired it.
Oh, they have.
And that is their new logo for it.
Oh, that's
And I thought the funny thing to me, and I know a lot of people might be annoyed by this, but I never found Alex Jones that convincing. He seemed like a quack always.
I
And
know.
people are like, he was right though. If you throw enough darts at the wall, you're gonna hit something. It's not that you're right once in a while. It's how often are you right? And he's not often that right.
So the old-fashioned way to say that is, even a blind chicken finds corn every once in a while.
Correct. That's my perspective on him. And so Infowars has gone from being satire to satire.
Gay satire. Looks like.
Yeah. So it went from normal satire, and now it is gay satire.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, is gay
Yeah,
satire.
That's true. There you go. That's the distinction there.
Ah.
I just thought it was interesting. All right, back to AI.
Maybe.
Maybe. Colorado's a dumb state, and people who run it are idiots. But we already knew that.
Well, let's rephrase that. The state itself is not stupid, but
Well, it is. A state is
who
made up
they've
of soil, and therefore it
elected.
doesn't have a brain.
Yeah,
And so
that's true.
inherently it's dumb.
but it does have a train.
Well,
So, that may make up for it.
no, the people of Colorado aren't terrible. The ones in the cities, maybe.
And they've really gone to pot.
Literally. So they've passed a bunch of dumb laws, and the Supreme Court has overturned a lot of them. And this one was headed that way. They passed a law essentially requiring AI companies to program their AIs to be woke,
Yeah. Just according to Colorado's legislature's opinion,
which
is
is
what it came down to.
absolutely not allowed. Like, what about free speech? So Harmeet Dillon sued them, and hours after they filed the suit, Colorado has agreed to delay enforcement against all AI companies until later this year to give the state legislator time to repeal the unconstitutional law.
Because they admitted that it was unconstitutional in the agreement. So, good.
So it is good. More AI news. Wow. I did something to cause X to be mad at me. This one attorney I follow, he's fun. This is a lawsuit that was brought by one of the, as he says, 3 most expensive and high-powered law firms in the world.
Crazy.
They bill $3,000 per hour. And I think they quoted like 23 fake cases in this lawsuit.
That company's going to be owned by somebody else.
People
'Cause
should
if
be people should be disbarred over this.
Absolutely. And if I was one of their people that got in trouble for them submitting this stuff, I'd want to own their building
Oh yeah.
and their shirts.
If you didn't know, and let me tell you, because we've never said this before, AI hallucinates all the time.
I read an article, because the way the large language models are written,
I think it's this one, isn't it?
it tries to know, but it was
Okay.
another one that it tries to figure out what you want to hear.
Yeah, it does. It's a predictive algorithm.
Yeah,
It's
and
not a
then
reason.
just give you what you want to hear.
Yeah, that's all it's
not-
trying to do.
Not the truth, because there is no such thing as truth to these
Not to
people.
an LLM.
Yeah. So they're just trying to give you what you want to hear. And that's a hallucination, basically, is what they're talking about. Make it up so it sounds good.
It is a hallucination. So, if you are in the professional service industry, AI is a tool that you can use. But you
Correct.
have to review everything it outputs.
Yep.
Everything it outputs has to be reviewed. Therefore, especially with the increase in pricing, because if you didn't know, all AI services, their prices have increased exponentially. It's probably just worth hiring a first-year law student.
A human that can read.
Yeah.
They have some uses. AI it actually
See,
have some uses.
They do legitimately have uses, but with the
Right.
increased pricing, and especially at a professional service firm,
Right.
a first-year college grad has a great incentive to not do that.
Yeah.
To not just make up
to
things.
the second year.
Because he'd like to make it to a second year. AI doesn't give a
Don't care.
crap.
Yeah, they don't care.
And so it is very important to understand incentives, and AI is not an incentive to do anything good for you. And this is an interesting article
It's
by Google's AI people. You should read it, but the TLDR is that LLMs will never be conscious because they cannot reason.
because they're just large language models. If you want to know a little more about it, just look up what is considered a large language model.
Yeah.
And why, and those are the parameters it's built on, and then you'll understand a bit more about this.
So AI is coming for some people's jobs, sort of. But there will always have to be a human as a scapegoat, essentially.
Well,
And so it's a tool.
and it's
If used well, it makes you better at your job. If
Used
used
poorly-
poorly, like these people, it makes you lose your law license. or
Or-
should.
crash servers or crash this and that. So anyhow,
Yeah. So let's talk about the immigration of criminal aliens.
well, this is one for legal immigration. This shows what
Oh, this is legal.
this is legal, and the important part about this to pay attention is this is legal immigration. Now you've got to understand that these are 6.5 million. No, what was it? Scroll up a little bit. 6.9 million. Okay, were filed. Every one of those can bring their spouse and their children, and then their spouse can get a job here legally as well.
So that's where like 10 million people come from.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And they'll work as
They're indentured servants,
They are.
essentially. So the way H1B people are treated, the visa is, you are not allowed to stay in the country if you lose your job.
correct.
And so they are able to pay them nothing, treat them like trash.
Yep.
And the
But they
upside for
shouldn't
them
be here.
is they get to
Yeah,
stay.
I feel bad for them, but we shouldn't have them here because I think it was 70% of all of the jobs created in the last 2 years have gone to non-American citizens
Not
in the
this year.
U.S.
Not this
In
year.
the U.S.
We have net employment of U.S. people now. Net
Finally,
positive. I know. So yeah, I
It'd make
agree.
up
We
for
need
the
to
last years.
redo our H1Bs.
We need to redo our entire legal immigration.
See, I am
system.
with what was
Because
proposed
OPTs
by,
are the same way. OPTs are the ones that allow you to go to college.
but I
then
was
you can work
I was
right out of
on board
college.
with Scott. Was it Scott Bessent a while back? $100,000 per year for a visa.
Yeah, but that's the H-1Bs. But it only accounts. It
Yeah,
only,
but I would do that for all visas. Do an annual fee that is high for all visas, and then it solves it.
yeah,
because
that's true.
For H1Bs,
Well, except H-1Bs, you get your wife and your
it
kids.
does solve it though, because the employee has to be worth $100,000 in addition to their salary every year.
Right, but it wouldn't solve It wouldn't solve
You
all
can't-
of the other ones too.
You can't solve everything at once.
No,
You
but we
guys-
could.
That was the best, and we did it partially. It's 100,000 for any new, so it kind of helps. And it actually did reduce H1Bs by a ton.
They
But
transferred to OPTs.
I'm
is
just
what they
saying,
did.
it just
So we need to have a whole review of our legal immigration, because we're emptying the workforce for the people coming, the American citizens coming in to the workforce. There's none of these low end jobs because
Yeah.
they've
well
been taking them all.
AI too.
But no, it's not AI.
Well, that's what you call Indians in another country. Is their AI?
I know.
Several
That's what I'm saying.
companies have proved that to be the
Yes.
fact.
I know, but that's not AI though. But
Well, the other issue is it's not just them taking the jobs; it's where they send the money.
Mhm.
And so this is billions upon billions of dollars of
Yep.
funds that are not reinvested in the U.S. economy that are sent to other countries. And so we are propping up India, China,
China,
Canada.
Canada.
Canada, not much. There's not many.
No,
from Canada,
but this is only H1Bs.
But still, we're propping up a bunch of countries by this. And it's
China
not
has
good.
the largest OPT immigration. But
Which
anyhow,
that dropped too, even though Trump said he would allow visas. The amount of student visas is
it needs to
drastically
go
cut.
Yeah, we need to. And the interesting thing about a couple of these, and I'm not sure which ones it was, is their administrative visas. They were never part of the law, and so to end them, they could end them tomorrow.
Well, no, you couldn't.
Yeah, well,
Trump
they
would have
could.
signed an EO, and then a judge would be like, "You can't do that."
There you
And
go.
then 3 months later, it'd get overturned.
And then
so
be in effect. Yes. Yeah, that was an interesting one to me.
that is very interesting.
because it's a visual.
So we got two. We'll start with this one. We're gonna start with this one. We have a video for you to watch with us. Aren't you excited? You get to watch a video with us. I'm excited for you, even though you should be more excited. It's 1
so
minute
this
long.
is a Virginia state senator.
He's talking about gerrymandering in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, and he knows all about rural America.
Roll.
And listen, I almost took issue with the other side saying that we don't understand. But I grew up watching the Waltons. I grew up with Opie. I even watched the Dukes of Hazzard. I think I know a little bit about rural America.
You can pause it right there.
Because Hollywood is always accurate.
So I watched this and I watched that. Therefore, I'm an what? Okay. Anyhow,
It'd be better if you actually went and talked to people.
so go now to the next
Best
story.
Comment. No, the best
good.
comment. We have to find it. There it is.
Boss.
I know a little about how Democrats operate because I watched House of Cards. If you don't know who Nick Freitas is, he's hilarious. You should follow him.
Yes. Anyhow, next one about VA because he's talking about their redistricting.
So there was a vote, and a lot of Republicans were annoyed because the amount of money the GOP spent to get people to vote no on the amendment wasn't
Was
a lot.
nothing.
And so the yeses won for the redistricting, and what it did essentially is got rid of all but one Republican
District out
District.
of 11.
out of 11, which is completely insane
It
because
was
it's
5 to
about
6.
it's the state's a purple state. It's 50-ish Republican Democrat depending on the year.
If we made DC square again,
Well,
it
that's
wouldn't be.
It's a whole different discussion. But it seems like the GOP was aware that it would be overturned immediately, and it's already been overturned.
Well, what's interesting, it didn't get overturned. The election got invalidated.
Correct.
So it's not overturned. It just got invalidated, and so that's a different legal thing. Because if it had been overturned, he would overturn the votes.
Well, that's what he said. This is why this
Right.
person, I like what she said. He declared it void from the beginning.
Yes. And so it's different. So for them to recover from that in the state Supreme Court, it's going to be pretty hard.
Independent constitutional violations.
Yeah. And so it's going to be pretty hard to overturn at the state level.
Yeah.
So they'll probably let it stay, we hope.
Oh, I think it will. Yeah.
And
I think it definitely will.
Yeah. So
The funny thing that I've seen, and it's ironic funny, not haha funny so much, is the Attorney General for Virginia is a terrible guy who wished the death of his opponent's kids.
And their kids.
But it's coming back to bite him because a lot of people are teasing him about it.
And
I appreciated it.
Yes, I do too. Anytime you control somebody, troll them.
You should do it. You should do it, especially when they deserve it. All right, you asked me to post this. What's it about? What's it about?
This is a Gen Xer, I think. Is he and his family? They decided to bring American wool and wool manufacturing back to America, and so they've gone out. This little company has Woolshire. They've gone out and found places, old warehouses and stuff, with these old wool mills and stuff, and bought the wool mills and brought them back into their own new warehouse. They're rebuilding these mills. They're taking wool from America, from Americans' farmers, and they're processing it and starting wool, American wool, to come back in America.
I appreciate that. It's like American Giant. I don't know if you know, but they're start to finish. They've built out a supply line of all American made, and their products are really good too.
Yeah.
So I'm appreciating that.
Yep.
Because I think I like tariffs for this reason.
Yeah.
Because we want to keep funds circulating in the U.S. economy and not sent elsewhere, because it makes us better.
Right. And they can, these guys can pay an American sheep farmer a good amount and still make a profit at the end. And so that's the neat thing about what they're doing as well. There's new pillows. I haven't bought one yet, but I want to. They sell pillows as well, which they say the pillows are supposed to be way more comfortable. They don't have this problems with allergies and stuff. So we'll see. Because they do their wool cleaning without any chemicals. And they do all of just like they used to do it. And it's clean, but not harsh chemicals, so there's no allergies.
Nice.
And most people aren't allergic to wool.
They're allergic to chemicals.
They're allergic to all the crap that they put to clean the wool, to soften it, to do all that, to dye it. That's what they're allergic to. And so these guys are doing it right, I think, and so it'll be great.
Yeah, should be good. The next one is just me because I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if you read it, but Trump made this really long post. He's been doing that lately.
He has.
Real long post about all these content
he's
creators.
He's always done this.
That are insane.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about Trump, is he trolls people, and then he convinces them to sell product that says that they admit that they're idiots.
Yeah, low IQ or nut jobs. I mean, seriously.
You're going to wear that around and be proud of it? Wow. Good job.
Idiocracy is
President
here.
Trump, good job. You've made your enemies out themselves as idiots.
It's hilarious.
I thought it was funny. All right. Remember, we have a new
Science Corner.
Possibly reoccurring, maybe not. Depends on how ADHD we are. The Science Corner.
And we are the Science Corner. Welcome to the Science Corner tonight. We're going to be talking about science.
And no, we're not talking about Anthony Fauci, because he's not the science.
Correct.
We're going to actually talk about science-ish.
So they figured out finally, after 50 years of studying bacteria, how bacteria can move. And in bacteria, there's a little motor. And this motor spins faster than existing electric motors that we have today can spin. And it flails this little tail they have. And it goes one way. It goes them forward, pushes the bacteria forward. If it goes backwards, it pushes the bacteria backwards. If you go down to the video, there's a video that actually goes through it right here. This is what it is. And it's really neat because it's this little motor, and it drives how a bacteria move. and it's
really
just
cool.
incredible.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with from that.
Yeah.
Science is so cool.
Take a watch on that one. That one's a real cool one to watch. The actual
This one,
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should watch
So-
it. Definitely should. We'll put it in our links. And then we have one more science.
One more
story.
science.
They figured out how to make muscles, fake muscles. Like the way, and they react just like human muscles. So they pull and constrict and stuff.
Yep.
And it's pretty neat. Some cool stuff.
What's going to be good about this is that your artificial arms, once they get this working right, your artificial arms will move like a normal arm instead of this only flexible thing is the joint. And
So we're getting closer to like Star Wars replacement arms.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I think the biggest problem with that type of tech is I don't think you have a way to actually integrate something into your skin and bone. But
well,
without
yeah,
bacteria infections and things
so
like that.
yeah.
But this
Between
is a good
this,
step in the direction.
between this and Neuralink, this is pretty cool.
It is. It's very
Because
cool.
the Neuralink thing that they just announced that they're working on is sight.
Oh yeah, to fix people's sight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And
That's
so
really
he
cool.
said they're going to have, they'll be able to
Ooh, so
do
it'll
it
be-
in the next little while.
So it'll be like Cyberpunk. You can get bionic eyes that zoom in.
Well, yeah. That's,
Now, do
well,
I
he
want
said-
to get my
he already
good eyes
said-
replaced?
it'll see in a whole bunch of ranges of light that we don't see in as well. You'll be able to see
How do you get your-
ultraviolet light
How
and
do
all
you
the
get your
different
brain to
things.
process that? Oh, how do you
I
get your
know.
brain to process that?
But that's the next thing that they're going to be pushing. So that'll be interesting to see.
Science and technology is cool.
Yeah.
Especially when it's not overhyped. Like
Thank
AI.
you for joining the Science Corner.
We didn't move into a corner.
Oh,
Here, I'll make a corner there.
do you know if you're ever cold? All you
Yeah.
got to do is go to the corner because it's always 90 degrees there.
You got to make sure you pick a 90-degree corner.
Oh, that's
because if you
true.
don't, if it's only like 70 degrees or,
Or
60
45?
degrees or 45,
Ooh, that'd be
it's going to
cold.
be pretty cold.
That
Yeah,
would
but
be
you got to
pretty
get that
cold.
90-degree corner and it'll be nice
Yeah,
and
there you
toasty.
go.
Well, that's all the stories we have for today. Again, comment on our video. Tell us what you would like us to talk about next time so that we can comment and be like, we don't care. Or you can comment and tell us why we're wrong, and then we will reply and say, no, you're wrong, and you
Or-
live in your mom's basement.
Or we don't care.
Oh, either one. I mean, I'll just switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
Like and subscribe and tell all your friends about it. Or that bum on the street that you see every morning named Jeff.
Huh?
No, it wasn't about you.
Yeah.
You know, tell people about it. Share it. And we'll see you